Hey, good people. Good morning to all of you. Today, I want to do a final review on a fragrance from House of Parfum de Marly. I told you I don't have any more full bottles, but I got one yesterday. So it's sort of like a coincidence that I did a Parfum de Marly yesterday, and I'm doing it back to back. I'm just very excited to talk about it because I finally got the fragrance I wanted for a very long time. This is Carlisle, and I have done a review before based on a sample which I ran out. I said this is a hybrid sort of before I said Herod and Leighton together, but with time, when you test, and you just find different things. I have found some new things, so I want to update you on this one. And this is Parfum de Marly's, at least on YouTube community, one of the most popular top seller beast mode fragrance. Okay, and I think my brother Ashuraman, he lives in Sydney, I think, Australia, somewhere in the cities. He's a Bangladeshi brother. He said this is also in his under his radar, and this is becoming a little bit rare to find nowadays, bit hard to find Middle Eastern countries, Australia. I think Matin Turani Bhai, he lives in UAE. He said this is hard to find, so everybody is interested, and I will let you know my thoughts on this one, final thoughts. And let's start one by one because I have a lot of things to show you today. This is Daniel's Pure. This is on my neck as a scent of the morning. It's now 7 a.m. on the dot. Really lovely fragrance, by the way. Inexpensive, discontinued, and they have Dunhill Man and this in the same bottle. This is, I would say, pretty cousin of Acqua di Gio. Okay, so that's on my neck too. Don't want to go heavy on early morning. And then my trusted friend, when I wake up, I had a nice sleep. So this is Latte. Really love this. And then we're going to be doing the review. So previously I showed you what happened. I think I got this or as a present, or I bought it. I don't remember. I totally lost track. I reviewed this from this sample, really nice. And I said sort of like, if you have if you had Leighton and Herod, as far as my memory serves me, you don't need this. Okay, so didn't I change my mind? Let's go one by one. I think this is the box. I really wanted this. One thing is for presentation. This is more pricey than the regular. Let's say if you see Herod or Godolphin or any other, like the regular line, they'll give you like a normal box. This one is a much bigger box, sort of like a Tom Ford presentation. And these are more expensive. These are, I think, these are done for the Middle Eastern market, the darker, more premium boxes, so it's more prestigious there, but it's made in France. Look at the box. I think I've seen tons of reviews. Okay, it's like that. Not that crazy, but the cap shape is up there. The bottom looks like that. So when you open it, there's the podium. I really like this podium, and inside got this velvety thing inside, so that is like very very secure in there. And this is really nice box, and they give you a card, really nice. And what I want to say this, the podium is much, I cannot show you, but if the bottle you put there, it's not like Tom Ford or Amouage, it's really deep down there, so I really like that. Previously I bought one more presentation like that from one of my brothers, that was Wajan. You guys can see I'm clearly a big fan of this house. I had previously, I think, the Percival. I used to have that, and then I also had the silver bottle, Parfum de Marly. Forgot, always forget the names. Anyway, so let's get into this bottle. Really excited because I love this bottle. Same bottle like that, but there are some differences. This one has silver cap, where the other ones, or the Middle Eastern collection, they have this golden cap. The next difference, I would say, it's the other ones, they have shiny bottle. Okay, it's like a glossy, shiny, reflective. This is matte sort of. Okay, and I really think both look really nice, but this looks really kick-ass. It's like unreal. Okay, so I'll give you a comparison with other ones. It comes in two sizes, 75 and 125 ml. This is the 125 ml version. Really heavy cap. Bottom looks like that. You guys know, if you have known one Parfum de Marly, you'll know these are quality bottles. And if you're scared for fakes, I think if you see the weight of the cap, it will be significant weight. It's not light. If you get something light and it doesn't match your other Parfum de Marly, it could be a counterfeit. These are faked a lot. So here's the atomizer. Beautiful distribution on these. Okay, let's just go and talk about. I know the smell already because I've been testing the sample, and the sprayer is just massive. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to do more. This is very very strong. So this fragrance, I said before, if you have Herod and Leighton, which I own both, I'll show you. It's not, I'm trying to brag about it, I'm just showing you. If I have, I'll show you always. What's the other Parfum de Marly? I have Godolphin. Hold on, I have to remember the name. If I don't remember the name, it bothers me. Wait. Yeah, that one was Pegasus. I used to also own Pegasus. So Pegasus was good, but I couldn't wear it that much. Nice sort of almond, bitter almond. But anyway, so these two I still kept because I love Leighton. You guys know this is my number one always, and this is the most complimented Parfum de Marly fragrance till today. But I love also Godolphin equally, and the Herod is also nice. Trust me, they're all good. So, is this still Carlisle? Still a combination of both of them? After going through the sample, finishing it, and I read some comments, and combinedly, what my mind taught me, or rather told me, is that this fragrance is not really. It has tobacco. That's what got me confused with Herod. But Herod is a lot more sweet, candied like. This got apple. So the connection with Leighton is apple. And previously, I also did. Please check out those reviews. Nisian, and I did Habdan. I think yes. I'm still to find Hamdani, Ekaster, and I remember I have one more. So this is sort of like Leighton with that warm, spicy apple. Takes some tobacco, but it's not smoky. But this fragrance, many people say it reminds them of another fragrance I also have, red tobacco. This is one of my most favorite fragrances, beast mode of all time. Even though this is not my number one Mancera, which is Mancera Instant Crush, but this is pretty damn smoky. I only use this in winter time, otherwise no. So this one has a lot of smokiness, got these dried fruits, and it's really really smoky. Okay, and it's sweet too. Yeah, it's a lot more. It's a lot more sweet and a lot more loud. Okay, this is also loud, but this is like nuclear. So red tobacco, I think Alexandria House, they have a clone of this one as well, but this nothing beat this. But now, how is this different? If you have already red tobacco, do you need this? I would say if I smell it, uh, it depends on you. If you're a collector, you can get both. You can be living happily next to each other. But if you are just looking for something that will be one of a kind, if you have this, you don't need that. If you have red tobacco, you don't need this. You see what I mean? Because the differences are kind of like 85, like this is 85% similar to that. Okay, if I put it like that. But which one is nicer? Which one is better? There is no such conclusion I can reach. Even though Mancera is cheaper, you can go for Mancera. You can get still the same juice for less price. I think under $100. This is gonna cost you $200, a little bit cheaper than $200 in Bangladesh. So yeah, this is more expensive, even though they are both niche house. But what I get it for me, the performance is still top notch. This is beast mode fragrance, but the smokiness does not exist. So I feel if it rains a little bit, if it's a little bit cooler nighttime, and it's not supremely hot and humid, I can still pull this off in cooler summer nights or days. Okay, and this one projects for 3-4 hours like crazy. Longevity is great. Let's say red tobacco and this is almost like a tie for performance, so it's 10 for performance. Versatility is this is better than red tobacco. Red tobacco I would not pull it off anywhere, even it's cooler summer days. Even if it rains, it's a bit much. When it has really cold weather, it's foggy, your skin is like all you're cooling down and stuff, this fragrance will warm you up. It will give you a little bit of smokiness. So this is a lot more smoky tobacco, like almost to the point of cigarette smoking with the red fruits. So for me, I own them both because I do love both. So I love them equally, right? So this is gonna be more upscale. Red tobacco seems like if you wear that, it's kind of like a playful, naughty, devilish. This one, on the other hand, suit and tie. Like if you have like a nice sort of gray suit, almost like somewhere between gray and black, this would be a great choice with white shirt, and you put your button on. It's a very handsome scent. All right. So the thing is, the sweetness from the apple, it will remind you a little bit of Hugo Boss bottled, okay, because it's similar to Leighton. All right, so if you love Leighton, Hugo Boss bottled, then you like red tobacco, even some elements of Herod, that sweet tobacco. It's not candied, but this is still similar sort of a feel. I don't find any similarity with Wojan, which is another masterpiece from this house. This is different beauty, but maybe perhaps that apple note tad bit. Okay, so overall, this is a very nice fragrance. It has takes elements from different fragrances and it makes it be smooth, which is nice. So definitely, it's a fragrance worth having. Blind by Worthy, if you like those fragrances, definitely you're gonna love this easily. But if you're not fan of tobacco, if you're not fan of strong fragrances, perhaps this is not your cup of tea. Okay, this is for extremely confident, handsome men. Okay, I'll just tell you, I'll put it out there. If you are not confident, like you go to interview or try to do a presentation, and then you feel like a little bit nervous. What do you put? You put Aventus, right? Just give you a comparison. Or you put like Tom Ford Tuscan leather, grows hair on your chest. This is another such fragrance without being too macho, but it smells like quality, right? So the performance, presentation, everything, the price is a bit higher, and I can see easily this one being really popular in Middle Eastern countries. uh, Carlisle is definitely one of my favorites now. Okay, my top remains still Vojan and Godolphin. This would be number two by close margin. All right, so check out Carlisle. I think this is a fantastic perfume, and if you really want to get some PDMs, this could be one of them. For performance category, this is not gonna upset you, and I really like the name they put. Usually, one last thing, I really love Leighton, Percival, all of them, but the regular line they never put the name. So this one they put the name, so it's easy to find because many of the bottles will look similar to you. And if you, let's say, don't have the names, you might pick up the wrong fragrance for a vacation, and your vacation will be ruined. Not with these things. All right, so thanks for watching, guys, and that's all for now. Perhaps later today I'll do a sample review. Have a nice day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.